Hello guys, it's Posy here, and today we are going to try out the Ban JavaScript runtime. It joins the list of growing JavaScript runtimes that include node.js and Dino. Just like Dino, Ban transpiles your code, installs packages, and ships with TypeScript out of the box. It also claims to be way faster than Node and Dino, so it's going to be an interesting read to see how it achieves such huge speeds. As usual, to get a quick introduction, I always visit the landing page and go through the text copy. Ban works just like Node or Dino, and its main focus to separate itself from other engines is to have fast launch times and execute times, and also ship a complete product with a bundler, transpiler, and package manager included. This last point is similar to Dino's philosophy of having only one binary that does everything you would need to ship a JavaScript app without installing a single dependency. Before I continue, I just need to clarify the first point here of focusing on fast startup times with the edge in mind. What exactly is the edge? The edge is derived from a computer networking architecture called edge computing. Edge computing means data is processed as close to the location where it's needed as possible. Instead of having a central server where data is transmitted to and then sent back to the requesting source, the server is moved to the source of the data. This improves response times and also saves bandwidth. This is where the concept of JavaScript edge functions comes from. Edge functions allow you to serve your content from a CDN server closest to your user. So content reaches your users faster due to reduced latency, and this means your app will load faster. So deploying your app to the edge means your app will be able to run on edge functions and thus leveraging these advantages. Let's look into the features that Ban ships with. The Fetch API is a pretty important utility for HTTP requests, so it's good that it's built in. You won't need to install an external library like Axios for this. Ban also supports Node.js module resolution algorithms, so you can use NPM packages in Ban. Dino doesn't really support Node modules, so this is a plus for Ban. Ban has first-class TypeScript support, just like Dino. Another great feature is Ban automatically loads .env files for you, so you don't need to manually install .env module and run .env.config. They also implement a lot of Node.js core modules like FS and Path that just work, which is also a huge plus of Dino. Now let's explore how Ban works and why it's so fast. First, Ban runs on the JavaScript core engine, which is the JavaScript engine that powers the Safari browser. JavaScript core is a little lighter than V8, for example, which powers Node, Chrome, and Dino, and therefore starts up faster. The largest contributor to its speed is the Zig programming language, which it's written in. Zig is a low-level programming language with manual memory management. This makes it possible for the developers to manually optimize all components of Ban to make them run as efficiently as possible. Let's try to set up Ban and write some code to test our features. Installing Ban is pretty easy. They have a shell script that you can run in your terminal. It sets everything up for you. To run a simple hello world program, like this file that just prints hello Ban, use the ban run command. You can also quickly set up Ban projects using ban init command. It will set up a package.json file and some basic configurations to get you up and running quickly. The main difference you'll notice is Ban uses its own log file called ban.logb, which is in binary format. It's in this format for performance purposes, so that it can be loaded and written to extremely fast. If you want to inspect its contents, you can run ban install y, which saves a yarn.log file that you can look into. Setting up a simple HTTP server is as easy as using the inbuilt ban.serve function with a fetch parameter and the port you want it to run on. The fetch function should return a response object which Ban will use to render your server. You can also just return an object to the fetch function and it will start the server. Since Ban also supports NPM packages, you can just use it as your package manager. To install a package, you run ban install with the package name. I noticed that the install process was pretty fast considering I use a pretty slow machine. I tried to do a ban install and NPM install side by side and I felt the near instant response times with Ban. The speed is a great feeling. Even after starting NPM before Ban on installing React and React DOM, NPM still came behind by a second or two on my machine. Use the dependencies just like you would normally. There is no ban specific configuration. The only difference is you replace node with ban run when running the script. It's the same with TypeScript. TypeScript files are automatically transpiled for you. You can also customize the TypeScript compiler through the tsconfig file. You can just create a .env file, add in your secrets, and access them directly through the process.env global object. If you are having problems with type errors with these global types, just add the node.js types and the errors will go away. What if you already have a Node.js project and want to switch to using Ban without having to rewrite everything? We are going to try to answer this by migrating an existing Create React App project to use Ban. This app was started by running npm start. To convert the project so that you can run the app, all you need to do is replace npm start with ban start. Simple, right? I was expecting to edit a bunch of files and was surprised it just ran without my input. The backward compatibility with the Node and NPM ecosystem is a huge plus for me and makes me want to try it in more of my projects since I know it won't be too much trouble. That's all I got for you today, guys. I hope I piqued your interest in Ban a bit. I was seeing it being promoted everywhere on Twitter and everybody being blown away by its speed, and it didn't disappoint. I'm so glad to finally try it, and I hope you will too. Please let me know in the comment section if I missed anything and also about your favorite features. Thanks for watching.